Hey guys, this is Scripture Marie. She does it all, a little bit of everything. I am going to give you my take on the 25 things poor people do that the rich don't do. And some of them I can, resignate to them. I can see myself in them. That's why I decide to do a part two on this one. And let me know how you feel. Let me know, is it true or not? Is there certain things we do that keep us poor? And I will let you know how I feel. Give your opinion, okay? So 25 things poor people do that the rich don't do, part two. Okay. The first one, let me see if I have anything to do with it. Let me read something here. It says most people believe the solution to the widening wealth inequality is to take from the rich and give to the poor. I don't agree with that. Let's say we took this advice, we agree to divide all the wealthy and the world equally to the 7 point something billion people on the earth. Everyone gets about $32,500 and of poverty, right? Well, before you answer that, let's look at what it is like to play out afterwards. Okay, most people will put their money in the bank and a safe investment portfolios. Few people will take the money from the bank and start creating products and services for those people that now seem to have a lot of money to spend. More than few will develop the skills to keep making more money. Majority of people will look for that dream car, home, or latest gadget to buy. And 5 to 10 years we'll probably return to where we started. Maybe a little worse because we'll now have more poor people with overinflated egos. Here is the point. If you don't change the mind, nothing will change. Now, let's explore 25 things poor people do that rich people don't. If you are new to After School Africa, welcome. Want to get riser? Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel to continue exploring opportunity and for more videos like this one below. Again, I want to give the credit to them. I was able to go on Google and find out things that, poor people do, the rich don't do, and that's why they stay richer and get more money every second while they sleeping. And us, we're struggling and hard to get out of it, right? Okay, what they do. Poor people, they say, don't understand the game. What is the game? The game of numbers. Poor people are quick to complain about why the entertainers earn so much money, whereas hardworking school teachers goes home with miserably pay. What they don't understand is that wealth is attracted to numbers. Your earning is directly proportional to the number of people you are efficient, serve, and the society directly or indirectly. Well, in this case, what can I say? I did not understand the game. I still not fully understand the game. But now I see how you can go to sleep and your money work for you while you're sleeping if you invest. I think poor people need to start investing instead of putting all their money in the bank, thinking this is the safest place for it. At the end of the day, when you put your money in the bank, not financial advice, the money don't stay there physically. They take the money, they go do business with it, make more money out of your money, and don't give you a thing out of it. Once people understand that, they will know for sure at the end of the day, yes, I need some money in the bank, but to put everything there, thinking everything is there, is a big failure, is a big mistake for poor people or the middle class, okay? Lack of a value system. Values are a quintessential part of life. They guide, navigate, and drive fulfillment. A truly poor person is one without values and positive character. A man without values is like a ship without water that is tossed to and fro by the wind. He has no sense of purpose or direction. Yes, I have seen people like that, that their only focus is 9 to 5 or 12 hours a day. If they make enough money to pay for the bills, to pay, to eat well, to have a okay car, they good to go. They don't want to hear of investment. They are not risk takers, and it's not much you can do about it. You cannot put something in somebody's brain who's not willing to take it or adapt or even try to know what is it about. I have tried to discuss crypto to so many people, and all they bring back to me is, oh yeah, I've heard on the news this, that happened. Isn't it something just happened? Of course, they bring the FTX case, they bring the Terra Luna case. Every negative things that happen in crypto, that's what come hitting me in my face. And I have to literally say, yeah, I know, it's a part of it. Of course, we're going to try to take out the bad apples, and you have to figure it out yourself. It's not financial advice, but I have so many negative feedback when I'm trying to tell people about what else it's out there for you. Working 9 to 5 should not be the only way out. And those people are already sitting comfortably knowing they have 10 to 15, 20, 30 more years to go. And I hate to tell you the truth, to hear people saying, well, this is a well-paying job. I am doing okay. I don't need to put my money in investment and risk losing it all. I told my son something the other day. What poor people or middle class have to lose? At the end of the day, the way I see it, we already barely making it. So why not taking risk? Instead of saying, I don't want to lose it all. You already don't have much, with all the respect. I'm speaking for myself. I don't have much. So by me being afraid of trying to take a risk in life, I will always be in lack of having something because I did not give it a try. Again, we're going to keep it moving because I don't want this video to be too long. Number 3, no birth control. That, I have an issue with it. Even from my background in my country, I learned the children one day will help the parents get out of their poverty. But these days, living in America, I see it's a myth. It's not the truth. The kids grow up to become something. Some of them help their parents. Some of them work hard, don't even want to help you, don't even care if you're in a nursing home. In my country, this was true, that more kids you have, the better your life would be. But here in America, it's a damn truth. And I am a single mom of 4. Thank you, God, so far, so good. But the fact that people are saying you have a lot of kids, things will be better for you, is a total life in America. So it says no birth control. Kids need good education, decent clothing, shelter, and access to quality health care. These required a lot of money. The irony is that while many poor people give birth without restraint, the rich are the ones who pay attention to having fewer kids. That is how poor people continue to recycle a generation of poverty, which is true. I could agree to most of the things they're saying. And I also see some rich people wish they had more kids. Oh yeah, they only have 1 or 2. But down the line, something might happen to one. Some car accident, something happened, one die, only one around, or the one around don't care for them, don't even check on them to see how they doing. At the end of the day, yes, I can understand me having 4. It's a little bit harder for somebody with only 1, because with 1 you could go around, do whatever you want, you could leave that one with somebody else. I've never really able to travel to go anywhere because I care and worried what gonna happen to my 4. Who's gonna make breakfast for them? Who's gonna make sure the house is clean? Food is cooked. I care on how they're gonna be able to survive with me going on vacation, me going somewhere. Yes, it's a lot when you have more than 1. If you have a partner with you, probably things would have been easier. But to have a partner that don't show no love, no care, or appreciation, I will rather be by myself with my kids where they feel loved and cared for instead of having some fool around that don't really care. Okay? When it comes to the birth control, listen, it's the people's will. They can do whatever hell they want to do. You are not to control them on how many kids they have, on how many they don't have. And most of the time, the kids become successful basketball player, football player, actors, actress, and that can change the parent's life. Do that give them an excuse to have more than one or two if they cannot afford it? You know what? At the end of the day, it was never hard for me to raise my kids because I manage. I do what I can, and we're still surviving until today. So that's on them. Flawed priorities. Let me see. We all have priorities. People choose what to do with their time based on their priority. Poor people prioritize based on emotion and what comes easier to them, where areas rich people prioritize based on what's more important. Well, again, I don't have much to say about this one. Let me know if you have any feedback on that one. Lack of effective time management. According to Robert Kiyosaki, a foremost Twitter and financial instructor, the only difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. The poor are victims of time. In his old age, he looks back and realizes he's used his time unproductively. The rich understand the efficacy of time management, so he protests and prioritize his time by paying others to handle less important things. That's for people with business, people that have things to do. Again, when it comes to time management, the poor do the best they can to earn enough to take care of the family, to take care of the bills, to keep afloat. And if they've never been taught or know how to find a way to make more money, they just go to work hard, come home, do the usual, and until they retire and die miserably. Is there anybody out there that can teach the middle class, the poor, 9 to 5 is not the only way out? They can do better than that? Of course. But do they want to do it? No. Do people want to attend? People always think new things is a scam. The same way I go on the internet and find out things we can do to better our lives. Why the poor stay poor? Why the rich stay rich? Anybody have access to the internet, they can do it. Are they going to do it? No. People these days seems to be lazy, with all the respect, and don't want to do the work, don't want to put the effort to find out information that can better our life. Okay. Let me know any of them how you feel. If this video getting too long, I will cut it probably at 15 to 18 and do a third one to explain how I feel about each of them. Remember, it's 25 of them. They lack of motivation. Motivation comes from the word motive, and motive is derived from to move. You are motivated when you have a reason to move, that is, moving for a purpose. Poor people don't have compelling reason to make purposeful moves and make necessary sacrifice. If you want to become successful, you must first start with why. I agree 100% with that. I remember when I started working, my job was my everything to me, because this is how I take care of my children. This is how I take care of the bills. To me, it was my everything. But to tell you guys the truth, since I've been investing, I have a different attitude, a different outlook, a different output in life. Seeing, you know what? Yes, this helped me to invest, to better my life, but this is not my everything, and I'm not planning to stay in a job 25, 30 years. My outlook in life is different. Right now, I am moving, I'm acting, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to find information to better my life. I'm trying to say, you know what? Yes, this provide for my kids, but this is not it. I can do more than that to get my life better, to keep it moving, do something better, okay? This is how I feel about that one. Lack of motivation. Why am I doing this? What can happen? Like when I make sacrifice to invest in crypto. Last year, 2021, for the first time, to tell you the guys the truth, I saw $105,000 in my crypto account. Of course, I did not cash out. I lost it all. But I realized, wow, if I can see that much money in such a little time, things can really get better for me and for anybody who decide to invest, whether it's the stock market, the real estate, or the a crypto market. You have to invest in something. My question is, do you know anybody that becomes successfully financially without investing in something? You have to have a business, create a business from scratch, invest in the stock market. It's going to take some time. Invest in the crypto market. For sure, you have to have patience, but you need to start from somewhere. You can't be lazy. You can't be sitting down and say, oh, well, I have a 9 to 5. I have a 12 hours a day. I'm going to do my best with that. You have to do something. This video is getting a little bit longer than I expected, so I'm going to close it there by on number 6, lack of motivation. We need to have a reason. We need to push ourselves harder. We need to say, I am not going to be in this place for 25 to 30 years. I am not going to take the abuse of working so hard, not making enough, barely making it. Before the check gets home, you already spend it. This is a reason why we need to get this kind of motivation. Look at our kids. I remember the last thing I'm going to say on this video. I was not working, and my partner at the time was the only one with a job. And my son, at the time, he was really young. And I had this juice bottle in the fridge, guys, that was empty. I'm talking about 20 years ago that happened. And he bring the bottle juice out. And he showed me, at the time he couldn't even speak well. He say, Mommy, why? He shaked it and turned it upside down and asked me why there were no juice in there. And since then, I said, I am going to go out there and find a job, and my child would never have to ask me why there was no juice in the fridge. And I beg you not, guys. It's been 20-something years. I've always held a job, whether it was tough, whether it is tough for me. I close my eyes, I cover my ears, I cover my nose, and take whatever it is to make sure my child never have to ask me why there were no juice in that bottle again. And so far I can say I did a great job by trying my best to provide for my kids, okay? So we're going to close it there. Lack of motivation was the last one. And my why for why I have a job for so long was my child asked me why there were no juice in there, and I said I don't ever want him to ask me this question again. That's why. That was my motivation, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to continue with a part 3, and we're going to try to finish it really fast so we don't prolong it too long, okay? Crypto Marie, she does it all, a little bit of everything. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers, old subscribers, returning viewers. May God bless you. Have a reason why you should move to different areas to better your life financially. Subscribe.